TNT Dynamite. Piggy, don't. Well, I guess we're getting no cats in here. Look, a shirt. What's that? Let's get ready to go and cover putsies. Share the screen. All right. Amazon, stay down, Piggy. Stay down, Miss Piggy. Where's Snapchats? Good. All right. So got some DraftKings, Amazon, Snap, and Square calls, which will be worthless probably because I did the weeklies. So it should be a good day for all the puts. Should be very, very big. And we're going to buy some wrestling calls at the open because we love wrestling, don't we? We love it. We love wrestling. Merc up. So we should have the penny option scanner up by next week. Merc had some weekly calls. Merc up. Oh my God. Merc up $2. All right. I got to write that for Diamond Club. I had Merc calls yesterday and I kept the whopping one lot on. I should just trade size, huh? Anyone still holding SQQQQQQQQ? That was big trade yesterday. And SQQQQQQQ. You know, I didn't know. My buddy Dennis let me know Snap had earnings. So I went and grabbed some weekly 13 puts. Those should be up at least the double. So that should be a big day. DraftKings, the 36 puts should be, okay. Wide mark. But it should be a very big day. Amazon puts will explode today. So that will be good. Should be about a 3x, 4x. How much money do I have in this account? 21K. Everything's tied up in cash. Cash. WWE is $5 wide at the open. All right. Let's get the chat. You're welcome, Frederick. Good job trading.
Deborah's right. You have been coming earlier and earlier.
I am.
It's like the Stonkamania effect.
I am.
Good morning.
When you're printing money out the wazoo, it's nice to be early. All right, but let's get into, I never got filled in PM calls yesterday. I tried buying those PM 117s. I never got filled, and it's probably up. Yeah, it's up $1. And Clorox is up $5. I tried buying those calls. Some stuff I just didn't get filled in. So it's a bummer, but like Intel, I never got tagged in those puts. Some stuff I just didn't get filled in. It was very busy yesterday, obviously. Oh, Net's up. I forgot Net had earnings too. And it's up $3. Not enough. Not enough, though. Market trying to bounce off the numbers. I do expect the market to rally at the open. VIX is 21. So now if you're a premium seller, it's a great time to be a premium seller compared to a premium buyer. So just a heads up. You usually want to sell premium when the market is, when the VIX is over 20 and you want to buy, which I do, buy calls, buy puts, when the VIX is sub 20. So I know a lot of people do they call income strategies. You usually don't want to do them though until volatility because you're basically collecting pennies and risking lots of money. I'm selling most of my puts right at the open, John. I I'm selling most of my puts at the open today. Actually, for Scott and Deanna, can we put like an alert to get out of Marvell and plug at the open?
Yeah, it looks like Scott's not on yet, but yeah, I can get that. You said which ones?
Because I know Marvell, I don't think we ever send out an alert, right?
I don't think so. Which product was that? Was it Shadow?
No, for trade desk.
Oh, let me pull it up real quick and see. Yeah, as soon as that's all set, I will send it out. And it looks like no, we did not send anything for them.
Okay, thank you. Let's do it. I am buying TKO. I am buying as much TKO as I can. Every day I will buy TKO, it's down. And every day it pops, I'll trim. So right now I have in TKO a 12 lot. And I will probably look to buy September calls in TKO if they tighten up. So that trader bought those at 260 and I sold them around $4. They're still $4. So if they drop a lot, I'll probably buy September and I'll probably buy August 105, 115 call spreads in TKO. So probably want to add to the calls. TKO is the SEP 115s.
Oh, it looks like we're actually already out of Marvel according to the tracker.
Oh, let me look. I don't think we ever sent it. Let me look though.
I don't think we did.
Yeah, I think that's the one where we were late on.
Yeah, that's my bad.
Can you tell Scott?
Oh.
Yeah, I think that's the one that there was like an error or something on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll get it all situated.
I cannot sell fast enough. Same here. I will be closing mostly all the puts right around the open. I'm just scared the market makers are going to hold the options at the open. That's what I'm scared of. Oh yeah, I bought this ARDX. Oh, the stock barely moved. Oh, damn, I should have shorted stock after hours. ARDX is 642. Now it's 569. Oh my God. Damn, I should have shorted stock after hours. Keep an eye on Yelp. The Yelp 35 puts. I'll probably buy some Flywire too, depending on where we open. Put some alerts on Flywire. I think I have only a 13 lot. I had a 50 lot and I sold them most at $120 and $130. But Flywire, I want to buy more calls. That's a good one. Omex puts, probably will buy more of these too. Omex, don't know what you are, but you look like a fraud. I do know. They drill for gold in Tampa Bay and phosphate. Looks like a pump company. But it should be a big day for all the puts, Snapchat, DraftKings, Amazonia. I only have one Apple left, so I doubt that will move. Because Apple is not down enough. Apple trying to get pumped here pre-market. You got an Apple pump here. Is it Kramer? Little Apple pump. Stock just popped $3 out of nowhere. Someone must be pumping Apple here. Yeah, there must be an Apple pump somewhere on TV. Yeah, I had a 10 lot of Apple puts. I only kept one on. I sold them yesterday for a double, about a little over 100%. So it was a big trade. Didn't even have to hold through earnings. Same with SQQ. I mean, I wish I would have obviously looking back held SQQ calls, but I got like 50%, 100%. So I busted out of them. I mean, there was just no, I didn't need to hold any more risk. All right, we got a minute to the open. Let's get to it. Fly is the August 20s. August 20s, Don. I believe. Man, I didn't know. I thought we had a lot of time left. August 20s. I had to close the door. That's so funny. They pumped Apple at the open and sold Amazon. Too funny. The computers are running wild. All right, I'll probably bust out of Amazon puts at the open. We'll probably bust out of them right at the open in Amazon. All right, Amazon, I'm busting out of my puts here. Let's try 910. Out Amazon puts. DraftKings going to bust out of puts here. God, they're wider than a truck, of course. Oh, fucking DraftKings popping here. God damn it. The computers are running wild. Oh my God. Wow, DraftKings just popped $1 off the lows. Snap open. Nope. DraftKings. God, they fucking market makers on this one. Can't get out. All right, I'm just gonna leave it here. Let's see if they open up Snap. If not, I'll just take short stock. All right, I'm gonna bust out a Snap here. God, they won't fill me, really? All right, out Snap puts from yesterday. Out Snap puts. I'll close my last Apple here. Taking a little L on Apple. I have a one lot. There goes Snap. DraftKings, they. Oh, I'm going to bust out a plug too. Almost forgot about that one. Out DraftKings. Plug going to close here at 82. Out plug puts. Do I have anything left? Biomaran. Yelp puts are up almost a double. Oh, ARDX. Forgot about that one. I'm going to add the Flywire. If it will load. Maybe 35 I could get tagged. Nope, no fill yet. Apple rallying here. Intel lows. Eventbrite, going to try to add at 30. Those will probably go to 0. Just a heads up. Penny stock. I only have about $1,000. Snap new lows. I'm going to buy some more TKO here. Nice job in Marvel. Nice job on Plug. Gonna buy some TKO calls. Wow, they're not moving. They're still jacked up. Avgo monster put buyer here. Monster puts and Avgo here. Monster puts. I don't think they'll fill me in TKO. It's too wide. Blackstone puts. I'm gonna try 570. Fucking TKO just popped $1. Are you kidding me? TKO just popped $1. God, look at this volatility. Wow. TKO just popped $1 out of nowhere. Snap new lows. Plug crashing. ARDX is popping. That's good. Flywire no fill. PRCT. Is it just wide? PRCT no market. Wow, volatility got crushed in it. Why? There's no market in PRCT. U calls. So PRCT is super wide. I only have a 2-lot. All right, snap new lows. U calls for November. I don't like those. Is Humana green? Humana had some big calls yesterday. That looked good. No. TSM puts, so they're buying puts in all the chips. Wow, TKO popped $1 here. I mean, that's crazy. Anyone get filled in TKO? Did anyone get filled in TKO? Snap new lows. Oh, I forgot I bought a 1-lot of Square. Shit. Square is a piece of junk.
Just let you know, it looks like we did send out a Marvel alert on the 30th. So that we did exit.
Okay, good. Flywire, I don't think I got filled. No fill in Flywire. I should buy the 20 or the 17 and a halves. But all the small caps are getting crushed. The Russell's down almost 4%. So anything small cap related, crushed. There goes Snap liquidating. TKO is about to go green. Are you kidding me? Intel down 30%. Did anyone get filled in Intel puts yesterday? They're probably up about a 10-bagger. Intel puts, wow, 4,000 or 5,000%. TKO about to go green. Oh my God, what a stock. Are you kidding me? It's got to be the best stock in the world. How are you green? I want to buy you. Wow, TKO. What a freak. Damn. Wow. Well, great trading in the puts. Lots of fun. Woo! What amazing put buying. Wow. Ticks are still negative. Man. You got to love put buying, huh? I probably sold Amazon too early and Snap, but it's all right. I have Merck calls. Oh my God, Merck up 3%. Merck calls that hit yesterday, up 4x in value. The Merck weekly 113 calls from 111 here. I'm going to try selling them at 4. Oh, 410. Merck calls from 111 to 411 overnight. Wow. And we also had Merck weekly 114 calls yesterday, hit the penny option scanner. Huge trade in Merck. Stock's up 3%. The calls are up 300%. Wow. Merck. If anyone's still in Merck from Diamond Club, holy crap. I had a 1-lot left. I wish I would have bought them huge. I flipped them all from like 55 to 90 and the 114s. And then I just bought some 113s too, just for because they hit the scanner. Wow, Merc. Unbelievable. Wow. Huge move. All right, let's get to the rest. Snap bouncing back. Snap like a look at Snap. A 50-cent bounce in a minute. So lots of vol here. Yeah, it'd be a great time to buy VXX puts. They're just wider than a truck. Never mind. Is anything tight? No. Nothing's tight at the moment. Apple rallying here, but barely. Yeah, the calls aren't going to move though. Calls down 50, 60, 80%. Not enough, she said. Yeah, Apple no move. Implied move was $8. Snap bouncing here. Probably get all big cap tech bouncing. You bouncing. Flywire, nothing. DraftKings are closing puts here. Marvel liquidated. Plug liquidated. NVIDIA bouncing. Yeah, NVIDIA big bounce. WDC, we don't trade. Big bounce in tech here. So the machines are on. I thought we would get a bounce at the open, huh? It just took a few minutes, about 10 minutes. But the problem is volatility is so expensive, it's hard to buy calls. Tesla seeing some calls here, weeklies. Look at Apple. So Apple's up $4. Obviously, if you bought calls yesterday, you're not making money because the calls are obviously down a lot, 50%, 70%. But still, the market makers are just screwing with people. Snap, look at that bounce. Almost $1 off the lows. I mean, they are just... This is why I like to take puts. This is why cover my puts at the open, because you get these machines turn on and they bounce. Would not be shocked if Apple sells off from here though. Palantir puts for next week, super far out the money. They probably have earnings. Oh yeah, I saw those hog puts yesterday. Wow, hog down 4%. Good work. TKO was green. Are you kidding me? I never thought I want a stock to go down as much as I do TKO. Wow, and the calls are up in September. Tesla seeing some weekly calls, the 215s. God, look how expensive they are. 270. That's so pricey. Volatility is so expensive. TKO green. Well, I guess it's good, but I wanted to buy more. I wanted to buy lots of TKO at the open. Just never got a dip. Never got the dip for TKO. So good job on earning puts. Did good, about 800, about 500 net. Omex, why am I getting a bad mark on this penny stock? I'm getting a bad mark on this penny stock. They need to report earnings. I'm going to try to buy more Omex at 160. Just a bad mark. Hog puts, they did hog puts yesterday. The next week 36s, those are up what? 100%? Yeah, 100%. We're up more. Stock just bounced 80 cents. So good job on hog. Boeing crashing, that's good. Did CrowdStrike ever go down? Yeah. Crowd strikes to buy at 200. TKO green. By God. Why are you so green, TKO? Why? And I cannot buy more calls. I'm so mad. Wow. Nvidia seeing some weekly puts. Just day trades. The 106s. What happened to the crypto frauds? Crypto frauds are bouncing. Coinbase up $6. It's nothing at the end of the day, but crypto frauds are bouncing. Senator Warren says Powell made a serious mistake not cutting rates. Well, we want the market to crash. Moderna down again. Apple seeing some weekly 220 puts. No thanks. You got to be crazy. Apple options are still juiced to the gills. Palantir seeing more puts for next week. Palantir has earnings. Yeah, Palantir has earnings. A lot of puts in Palantir. They have earnings next week. And Palantir. A lot of out the money puts in Palantir. In my opinion, today's the earnings move, though. The puts are already up 100%. I wouldn't buy them. Personally. I would not touch them. Apple seeing more. A lot of puts are probably closing. And Apple, I don't trade that junk. Because that's what I think it is. Junk. Oh, my Snap did not open. KO seen. Never mind. KO's at 52-week high. Where's PM? PM up a buck. Clorox up. All the flight to safety stocks are up again. I mentioned yesterday on Telegram, you had a good rotation to flight to safety. Nvidia, God, Nvidia's going to, Nvidia's been moving $10 each day. Anyone notice that? Nvidia like moves $10 a day now. It gapped up from 110 to 120, from 120 to 108. Today, 101 to 107. So it moves, and from here, look, 110 to 100. You got to be crazy trading that. There's so much vol. So much volatility in that stock. Great to sell premium. But if you get it wrong, you're down 100%. I know, TKO, it's up 100%. Seeing October 85 calls. Wow. App has crashed. App 11. Yeah, these options are so expensive and so wide. I'm not buying them. So expensive and so wide. Two things. Apple's Amazon new lows down $20. Oh, Lance. If you still are holding those 185 puts, $5 to $20 here. I busted out this morning for 280%. Snap seeing weekly puts. Snap 50 cents off the highs. Machines are still running wild. Vol is kicking up. What happened to like Chewy and GameStop? They're all crashing. Makes sense. Why would anyone want to buy that crap? Can you see what's up with Sari? I don't know what that is. Looks like they got bought out. Yeah, they got bought out. You could just look at it yesterday. They got bought out. Come on, give me something good, my dear. Anything in dope? Tilray back down. Nvidia right back down. Damn, those 106 puts would have did well until in Nvidia. CMG seeing next week 55 calls. CMG seeing some calls hitting the penny option scanner and the raw data. CMG seeing next week 55 calls. I'm going to buy the CMG August monthly calls at 205, the 51s. Well, maybe just 210. 208? Nope. CMG seeing the 55 calls for next week, hitting the penny option scanner. This is about 75K worth. I'm trying to buy the August monthly calls. CMG seeing the next week 55 calls, 5,000 contracts at 25. I just did the monthly August calls. CMG seeing the next week. This is a lotto ticket ever. I'm going to try to buy the August calls. All right, I just bought the August 51s, the monthlies. So CMG, if you do the math on them, I have the raw data for the penny option scanner. I can't get it showcased yet. We're working with the CBOE. So if CMG 5,000 calls at 25 cents, that's 125K, pardon me. 125K. Personally, I like the at the money calls. So pick your poison. I just went with the August monthlies. You could pick next week calls, anything. So these have a very low probability of working, right? Because they're 25 cents. I like the 51s, the 52s, anything like that. Really anything you get filled on in CMG. Obviously, it's rock bottom, right? So we're definitely bottom fishing. Ticks moving up higher. Nice move here in the ticks. If anyone's looking at the NYSE tick, nice move off the lows. Market should bounce here. Positive 800 tick is buying. So we'd love to see that. Ticks are moving up. That is good. Ticks are moving up. Market should bounce here. Russell moving higher. NASDAQ still down 2%, mostly Amazon dragging down the Qs. Micron calls, hell no. CMG, I did the August monthly 51s. Monthlies. NVIDIA more puts. Damn, they are slamming NVIDIA here. Look at NVIDIA. Since they started buying the 106 puts, stock down $2. So CMG, the trade that hit was the CMG. Why am I getting bad marks in PRCT? PRCT volatility went from a $20 implied move to a $6 implied move. So they must have some PDUFA date upcoming and PRCT. Volatility just got crushed in the options. Even though the stock is down 3%, the puts are down 60%. So just a little mental note there. CM PRCT, I have a 3 lot, so not a lot of money, obviously. But the volatility has got crushed. They must be some kind of news or something. But CMG, the order was the, this is, again, a very, very risky, obviously that's why it's called a penny, was the next week 55 calls. There's no way I'm buying those, though, for a quarter. So I just bought the August monthly 51s and regular monthly expiration. Super high risk. And to give you guys an example of how high risk they are, look at this. If we go to the option stats, they have about 27% of working out the next week calls. So I like going to the monthlies. They're just a little safer. They're just a little safer there. You know what I'm saying? But I love the high risk trades. But In a market like this, I would prefer in the money calls. You know, did I ever get filled in Flywire? No fill still. I got a 20 lot waiting, but no fill. TKO, any dips, buying as much as I can. Obviously, they're very, very wide markets, though, so that's what's just bad, is the wide markets are hard to get filled in. NVIDIA, huge reversal. Wow. That 106 weekly put buyer was so good. I wonder if they'll send their autograph in the mail. Are the crypto Coinbase selling off here? The Bitcoin's up too. You know, I was talking with Graham yesterday, and I said, why is the BITO so crappy? Right? Why is it such a bad instrument compared to Bitcoin? And I guess because they roll futures every beginning or end of the month or something. So it's kind of like VXX. It's a never-ending cycle of rolling, which is not good. So I guess there's really no clean way to play Bitcoin, because the Bitcoin miners are horrible too. You know, they're like the Maros and Riots. I mean, they only go down. You know, yeah, physical coin. That's really it. ESTC, yeah, nice 7% drop. Is that CrowdStrike? Wow, CrowdStrike almost 200. Beyond BYON is seeing some September puts here. BYON, the 7.5 puts for about 35 cents. BYON looks. I think that's the Best Buy or Bed Bath and Beyond stock, whatever that merger was. Penny stock. Marcus Lemonis pump. BYON. Asan down. AAL down. Dell down. Ticks here about to hit a negative 800 tick. So market another leg down here. Another big down tick here. Let's get the watch list. Do a little watch list scan. Big down tick. Nothing's hitting. Oh, I scanned it in the Russell. Let's scan in the S&P, shall we? Is there anything bullish on the S&P? Probably we'll get the food and beverage stocks. There goes Apple starting to sell here. Big sell program. And it looks like Toss isn't loading because probably is broken today. All right, well, screw that. So yeah, big negative tick here, as you can see. Q is about to double retest the lows. Apple, there goes Apple liquidating. NVIDIA now seeing the weekly 105 puts. Wow, NVIDIA, $3. Damn, that put buyer's so good. TKO hopefully could get some fills here. Need this market to sell off. Take out the lows. IBIT, but what does that make up of? Anything that has the futures in it is no bueno. ARM down another $9. Plug down 5%. Nice job on the puts. Apple seeing next week 210 puts now. Oof. Micron, I wouldn't touch. You know, I've been a big hater of the chips. The chips look horrible. ASML calls, I would not touch these with a 20-foot pole. No chips. If you play the chips, I would just play the Qs. I think there's no reason to play the chips. SQQ up another 7%. If you're holding those August 8 calls, congrats. Nice. BTU. What is B? Is that Peabody? BTU? Is that Peabody? SEP 25s. These traders are crazy. Why the hell would anyone buy SEP 25s? The stock was 24 yesterday, but I don't like these BTU calls. A, they're 10 cents wide. B, they're $3 out the money. So I don't like them. If I had to trade them, I would trade like the SEP 22s. But you're going to see a lot of crazy flow, a lot of gamma plays with volatility. I don't like them personally, but you could do what you want. BTU is a coal. So you're not really dependent on the market with coal. Thankfully. Delta still selling off, huh? CrowdStrike down another. I'm going to buy CrowdStrike at 200 when it gets down there. I think that's a good buy long term. Meta selling off. Square down. CCJ. Uranium stocks got crushed yesterday. All the uranium stocks. They're getting crushed today too. If you look at the URA, uranium ETF. Chris, you really never know, but more likely puts or hedges against long stock because most people are long stock. So if you buy puts in the money puts, though, that's why I prefer those more than out the money puts. But since most people are long stocks, they buy puts as protection. So obviously, like days like today, but I prefer in the money puts because in the money puts act as a stock replacement, just like in the money calls act as a stock replacement. CMG up nicely, about 10%. We'll look to scale out some here at 20% at 240. To CMG, a little bounce here. TKO, go down. I want to buy you. Go down, honey. Go down like $3, $4, $5, $10. If it goes down $10, I'll start selling everything. Netflix next week. Netflix next week doesn't list the strike. That might be the developers working on the penny option scanner. So I apologize. What in the world? Oh, no, there it is. Netflix 615 calls. You got to be a gazillionaire to trade these. $3 wide. No thanks. So when there's lots of volatility, you notice a lot of the options are very, very wide. It's because volatility has came up. So when volatility is up, the market makers aren't going to let you get tight bid ask. There's more panic, so they're going to widen these bid ask spreads. So if you're seeing that often, like why are the markets so wide? It's because volatility is up. They don't want you to get filled, so they need a hedge. And by hedging, they make the cost of that commission. UAL, pretty big bet here in the airliner coming up. I think these are clean, or is it Delta? UAL, the SEP 39 calls, that's a huge bet. Wow. I think I'm going to slam these in UAL. UAL, the SEP 39s. I'm going to buy these. Oh, they're $2 wide on UAL. Are you kidding me? Are you? I'm going to try to get filled here at maybe $4. This is a crime. Well, I got instant filled. NVIDIA, oh my God, almost 4 million in puts. UAL, now they tighten them. UAL, these people should be in jail. Look how wide the spread is in UAL. This person should be in prison for widening these spreads in UAL. These market makers should be locked up. UAL, I got filled at $3.95 and $4. The rest of them should be in jail for widening these spreads. It's United Airlines. They're usually penny wide options. Locked up, UAL market makers. That's what you deserve. UAL monster. I love the airliners down here. Look how bad the charts are. UAL has the worst chart in the world. I love it. Look at that chart. Double bottom. It might go below 39. What's the low? 40? If it goes below 40, I'll buy more. Double bottom here in UAL. And I'll buy more here at 380. They're finally tightening up the spread. But these traders should be in prison, the market makers. They finally tightened the spread. Look, now they're 5 cents wide. Thank you. Thank you for tightening the market. NVIDIA going to zero. I'm kidding. NVIDIA 4 million in puts. NVIDIA $3 since those 106 weeklies. Oh my God. That trader's amazing. Jeez. Send me an autograph. Wow. NVIDIA, they're looking for a break of 100 here on volume. NVIDIA breaks, market breaks. I think we all know that story by now. Muhammad Al-Ran came out with the note this morning of PIMCO. Another 3 million in NVIDIA puts. Wow, NVIDIA is going to zero. Muhammad Al-Ran said NVIDIA and AI is in a bubble. Wow, more NVIDIA puts. Holy crap. What are we at? 4 million, 5 million, 8 million. Wow. NVIDIA, they want that thing to go to zero. Not zero, obviously, but, you know. It might break 100 on volume here. So be on the lookout. That's what I would expect. Selling puts? No, they're buying them. We never sell naked puts. Never, ever sell naked puts. Buying puts is bearish. TKO, can I buy more of you? I'm going to try. Trying to buy some August 105s in TKO. I'm doing a 2x1 call spread. The September calls are still $4. So trying to buy more UAL. BTU is up 100% already. Wow. Oh my God. That BTU trader. You're right. Look at BTU. Stock popped 30 cents. The calls have went from a quarter to 38. Not 100%, but about 50% BTU calls. Well, these out the money call buyers, they're crazy for a reason, huh? Wow. They're crazy for a reason.
Did you hear about Nivea being being investigated? I just saw YouTube had that same comment and I missed it.
Yeah, they bought them around 25 to 27. They're 37. What happened in NVIDIA? Oh, really? They're being investigated by the DOJ.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Why? What happened? They know they're a fraud?
Someone tell us what happened, so we don't have to look it up.
I know the CEO dumped the stock around 140.
Dude.
I know they dumped the stock. All right, I bought more UAL at 380. I know the CEO dumped the stock at 140 on the literally the dead highs.
Holy shoot, they look fun today. Thoughts on UAL?
I just got UA out 380. Same line. UAL sub 39s. Boom. Love it. UAL, I love airliners bounce because of CrowdStrike. Whatever, the whole CrowdStrike scenario, whatever that was. Wow, BTU still ripping here. I like Delta too, to be honest. Where's Delta? Holding up okay. Amazon down 21. AMD, more puts. So AMD in the money puts. Well, these expire this week, so only a day trade. VIX at 23 here. Lance, why don't you have your SQQ? I don't know. I miss them too. Apple selling off a little. Yeah, Apple. NASDAQ took out new lows down 3%. Wow. A great timing in SQQ yesterday. I just sold all my calls though. Yesterday. You know, Apple, that 120 put buyer doesn't look crazy, does he? Apple down about $2. Path calls being sold. Riot seeing next week 8.5 puts. The crypto stock that was blockchain. It was a medical device company, then blockchain, then crypto. Sounds legit to me. Where's ASTS? Stock's holding up pretty well. Space ASTX. You know, it's down 5% today, but it moves 5% every day, just about. So nice little hold up in ASTS. You gotta like that. DraftKings now down way more. Nvidia seeing more puts. Looks like they want to crack it. What are the 100 puts for today? Probably $2. They're $1. Not too bad. Is anyone long Nvidia stock? If so, I feel your pain. I mean, what's the stock down? 40%? Not 40, but about $40, pardon me. God, look how bad Nvidia is. Tesla, some next week 210 puts. Tesla starting to sell off on the lows here. Everything's basically going to sell off with the market. So don't get too concerned. TSM? Oh yeah, TSM. That's a good point. TSM is correlated with Nvidia, obviously. So yeah, they're going to move in sync. They're both down 7% today. So to the T, you know. Let's say we get a little bit of a bounce here in the market. Where are the ticks? My QQQ chart just went off the screen. Ooh. Hood down 8%. Wow. Schwab is up. Look at that. ARC down. ARC down. Yeah, ARC crushed. Look for a little bounce here in the markets. Where are our NYSE tick? Let's look at the market Eternals. Rising trend, that's bearish. Ticks, negative 800, that's bearish. ADD line, that's bearish. Well, forget what I just said. VIX on highs. UVXY highs. My SQQ. Goodbye. Everything is pretty much NVIDIA today. They are liquidating the chips big time. So all the stocks that were leading, or not all, but the semiconductors, which were leading, are getting the most pain. Super Micro down $85. AIs. So like all the AI hype stuff is getting sold off. I wonder why. With Apple holding up okay. But like Microsoft gave back the whole rally from May. Google. I had SMH, the short up here, and I covered around 255. It's down 40 more bucks. Obviously, my puts would expire though, but still. Wow. Damn. LW? Is that Lamb West Holdings? I think so. Right? Yeah, it is. Lamb West Holdings. Intel down 30. Did Intel cut their dividend? That's why the stock's probably getting crushed. Nvidia's still selling. Can we get a bounce? Bonds bid, flight to safety. Gold should be bid. Gold bid, flight to safety. Gold miner selling off though. For when? No, I wouldn't touch it. You see MGM down yesterday? MGM sold off like, what was it, 10, 15% yesterday? That is very, very scary when you're having large cap stock sell off that much. Like a lot of stuff is moving like penny stocks at the moment. I might add to UAL here. Yeah, I'm gonna add to UAL here. Maybe 370. No fill. I can't believe they widen the markets this much in UAL. Wow. Still no fill. All right, I added to UAL at 375. That's the thing with the markets wide and volatility. Trade small and pepper in trades because sometimes you could lose money just on the bid ask spread from vol. So I like peppering in stuff. So let's say you usually trade. Um, let's say you trade like usually 20 lots, buy 10 and 10 or 5, 5, 5. Because if you get a bad fill or something, or the markets are just wide when you go to do it, you can lose money just as soon as you put the trade on. Oh, Trump media. Trump media begins streaming rollout. Does anything happen in Trump media today? Down. Devin Nunes is the. Doesn't Trump own like billions in DJT? 5.7 billion. Wow. Nvidia, a little bounce here. I see a market could bounce. Palantir, small. Small caps. Oof. I don't. Oof. Oof. Did the Russell gave back almost all the gains? Yeah, I don't. I probably wouldn't touch it. Yeah, the Russell basically have gave back all the gains uh from um from the breakout. Wow, Nasdaq down 50 off the highs. Look at the SQQ. ARM puts, these expire today. I wouldn't touch it. Yeah. Those leverage ETFs, I would only trade. I would not IoT. This is, I think, an AI or something. IoT, August 30th, 32 puts. Stocks just sold off $7 in 2 days. I don't want to buy puts. I don't like buying puts in the hole. I'd rather be a buyer, not a put buyer. I'd rather be a uh, buy puts on strength, not on weakness. Flywire, what a bounce. Never got filled. Crowd calls for next week. In the money calls, not a bad bet. Not a bad bet here in crowd. The in the money calls, they're just $1 wide. So again, can't really trade these because the bid ask is so wide. So it's just because there's volatility in markets. Any regular day, I would say these are great, but with the bid ask being so wide, it just can't really trade it, sadly. Oh, Deanna, can you see what Dennis said?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Let me see if we have any update on the penny option scanner now that we mention it. Because I did hear it should be available, or we should be getting the data from the CBOE very, very soon. So let me see here. Yeah, they said the should be Monday. We should be getting the data in a format to showcase. So that's exciting.
So
It
does that
has
mean that
taken
Funkomania is going to show
8
it all?
months. 8 months to get made. 8 months it's taken. CrowdStrike a little bounce here. And a crowd. Again, it just can't really get filled. Nice little bounce there. Wes, you could do either or. SQQ is just penny wide yesterday. So that's why I liked it. They were penny wide and cheap. But yeah, you could do QQQ puts instead of SQQ if you wanted to. Really just comes to whatever you prefer. Like you could do SPY puts, or you could do VIX calls, same kind of jazz. I just like SQQ because they're penny wide, they're cheap in the money. And usually when volatility goes up, obviously vol goes up in the options. DraftKings down 10% now. Wow. I sold that one too early. Same with Snap. TKO. Oh, look, finally some fills. Finally getting some fills in TKO and the August 105s. Finally. It just took a 90-cent drop. Finally getting some fills. About time. Yep. Lumen, I've seen that Lumen stock have a huge rally. I have not participated in it though. MSCI, August 530 puts. Probably protection. Yeah, they're $2 wide. Again, can't really trade it. So when these traders are getting filled, obviously they're making a market. I cannot make a market. I mean, I could, but they're making a market to get filled. I would probably safely say protection. TKO, can I buy you, honey? Trying to buy some TKO more. August 105 calls. I would love to get 100 contracts again. That would be ideal. And TKO, maybe 100 lot into earnings. They're starting to get a little wide here. ASML, hell no. I would not touch it with a 10-foot pole. Nor do I have the account balance to touch it. Because they're nice little bounce in CrowdStrike. ASML, I would not touch any of the chips. I think you're literally playing with fire if you do. Any chips. Wow, wow. AMD, a long-term bet here. Oh, here I am. If I was a gazillionaire, I might do these. AMD with a massive long-term bet here. Wow. Oof. Wow. That's a big bet for AMD. March 145 calls. Long term, how much are these? They got to be like $20. Wow, almost 870 or 1870. Obviously, I'm not buying an $18 option, but maybe if you like to buy stock long term, an opportunity to what, almost 2 million bucks? Not bad. Yeah, it was 145 yesterday. I know. So it's not like they're, crazy out the money calls or anything. I mean, literally it was 150 the other day. So, if you really want to get freaky, you could buy AMD weekly calls and play for a bounce. Wow, look, they're so expensive though. But just to show you, AMD's stock is up 1% today. The calls are barely up because of vol. But you could buy weekly calls. Again, they're just jacked up. Everything's jacked here because of the market. So it just kind of sucks, AMD bouncing here though. Damn, maybe I should have bought the weeklies. AMD a little bounce since the calls bought. I mean, if someone drops 2 million on AMD, the stock's going to have a little impact. I mean, it should, right? That's a big bet. Post earnings. I'm holding TKO post earnings unless the stock has it. Wow, AMD, what a rip. Stock just popped $1. Wow, those calls just went from 180 to 230 in the weeklies. I mean, that trader pushed the stock. The stock just rallied $1 in a minute since the calls hit. Wow. That's some size. Wow. That's some size. Look at the stock go. Oh my God. The 134s went from 180 to 250. Stock had just bounced $2. Fuck. And I was not fast enough. Wow. NVIDIA a little bounce here too. Q's bouncing. Wow, NVIDIA or AMD. Should have slammed those. Q's are bouncing too. Wow. Unbelievable. Tesla, I don't think there's anything to do. You're basically playing Tesla. You're playing the NASDAQ at this point. You could sell premium, actually. What does August monthly 200, 195 puts give you $1.25. So you're risking 375 to make 125. Yeah, I don't love that, actually. I'm scared if the market crashes over the weekend um, with war news that we have a big gap down, which we may. Let me see if Scott has anything in it. Yeah, there's been some stuff hitting the tape about in the Middle East. A lot of fear. Oh, the BTU had some news with the I just saw this. USO, even with the risk rising at a regional war in the Middle East, energy prices are crashing on concerns of domestic and global demand, crude, blah, blah. So CNBC had a note out, it looks like. CMG, more calls. You know what I'm doing? CMG reloading. CMG reloading. Never mind. Volatility just popped. Can't reload. CMG, I wanted to reload. The SEP 1352 calls, some more repeat flow in CMG. Damn. I wanted to reload. I thought my calls would be down, but they're not. Well, damn you, CMG. Give me time to add. So it looks like some vol popping here in Chipotle. Must be some the option market is moving the stock. Oh wow, look at that vol. So remember, when stocks go down, look at CMG vol. Is it higher than it was on earnings? No. So remember, when stocks go down, implied volatility goes up. So therefore, for example, look at the S&P. We fell 2 days and volatility is basically doubled from where it was in the beginning of the month. So when stocks go up, vol comes out. When stocks go down, vol shoots straight up. Oh man, vol is crazy. Wait till we get a VIX. If it happens, I don't think it will, but if we get a VIX like over 40, man, I might trim some CMG here. I think I'm going to trim some CMG here at 220. All right, I'm up $700 in CMG. I just trimmed some calls at 220. I got the balance set at 240 if we get there. So just a little heads up, trim some CMG. Tesla little bounce here. Yeah, Tesla big bounce here. Shit. $3 off the lows. Woo. Man. Nvidia now seeing some 105 calls for about $1.05. Very small. So remember, if the market goes up from here, implied volatility, and you can look at the VIX to give you a chart of it, or you pull up implied vol. It's free on most platforms. Implied vol will come down. So therefore, option prices will decrease as the stocks start to bounce higher. When stocks crash, implied vol, so therefore the price of the puts usually go up in value. And that's when you get that real big, fast move. Amazon down $23. Unbelievable. And that's what causes prices to go like this. Up and down so much. So if you're like, man, stuff is moving so quick, or my P&L is going up and down, it's because of the option prices moving, being so sensitive. Everyone got that? CFG, is that Citizens Financial? I think it is. I don't really know too much about that stock. think what the doesn't really, the banks don't trade that much. There's nothing new that can happen in a bank, so to speak. You know, like a bank's not going to come out with new information. Probably, and also too, you probably have a lot of hedging in the banks because the XLF is down so much today. A 2% move in a bank stock is like a 8% move in Nvidia, right? So it's very, it doesn't happen that often. The banks are usually very boring, very safe. A chip stock, can move 5-6% a day. It's not uncommon. Disney lower. Anyone see Starbucks? Little bounce here. Yeah, unless it goes under. Unless the bank goes under, which we have seen. Rocket Mortgage is up 8%. What? Oh, they had earnings. Oh, okay. I'm about to say, why is Rocket up so much? Yeah, if also too, one thing you can do to eliminate a lot of volatility is if you usually they will trade smaller, but usually if you buy calls, you can always do a call spread. If you do puts, you can usually do a put spread. DraftKings now on the lows of the day, and I should have held those puts. What you don't want to do is if you do credit spreads, you don't want to do close to the money. You want to spread out your credit spreads a lot because you can get more premium for those credit spreads. So let's say you usually do I don't know, we'll just say like a SPY. Let's say you usually would do like 1 strike or 2 strikes to the money. Now you could go way further out and get almost the same amount of premium because the option prices are so much more expensive. So you no longer have to go close to the money. You could widen them out a lot. So it's really, really good if you sell premium. If you are buying options, be prepared to spend an arm and a leg for those options. And that's why I'm a little cautious of, oh man, they're so expensive. They're so expensive. Nvidia has some more puts for next week. A lot of traders are probably playing a break of 100. So if Nvidia breaks 100, it will probably do it aggressively because you have to figure a lot of people. Let's say you bought Nvidia up here. Let's say you bought Nvidia at the highs, like most people did, right? Most people bought Nvidia up here, right? About 120, I would say, to 130. That's when most people got long. Because remember, they had their stock split, all that jazz right here. So a lot of people bought right up in here in Nvidia. So let's say you bought Nvidia up there. And that's when, the whole industry was coming out with Nvidia stuff and Nvidia. I'm sure you got all the emails or saw the webinar stuff. So what will happen is all those people who bought, if they're down, right, they watch their P&L down, or if they bought on margin, and then you have the stock crack, which will probably be 100 because that's the gap all the way to 96, right? So those people at 100 are going to get forced to sell. So all the sell orders all hit at once, and the stock will quickly, aggressively go down. So those people got saved here with a big bounce. So all the people who shorted it here got stopped out. And now people trying to short it today are playing on a break of 100. So if we do, it probably goes right back down to 95. That's just kind of how market dynamics work. Like if I bought Nvidia here at 130, where would I put my stop? The prior low, so about 100, right? So if you break, it's going to go down quickly. The more times we do this and bounce and don't hit 100, the one time we hit 100, it's going to be even more aggressive to the downside. Because you're going to have more people. Like, let's say I bought NVIDIA today, where's going to be my stop? 100. So unfortunately, the market is dependent on one stock, which kind of sucks, 10 million in NVIDIA puts. No, I would not. Oh, 10. Oh, you mean 10 million in NVIDIA puts hitting the tape? Yeah, but we could see how much they are. I just usually don't trade like the NVIDIAs, the Apples, the SPY. There's just usually no advantage in trading them because you have all the computers trading them. Yeah, so like NVIDIA puts for next week are about $4, the 100s. So again, basically implied, got some more TKO here at 570. It's basically implied, it's pretty much priced in. Again, I'm not the only one who thought about this. If I thought about it, there's 1,000 other minds that are way smarter in computers who have thought about it. You've never seen the VIX this high? Oh, the VIX can go. This is nothing. I will say, a VIX 27 is nothing. When you start having the VIX hang around the 30s, then it will be fun. But if you've never seen vol this high, then you'll be entertained. That's for sure. It will be fun. It will definitely be fun for you the next few days. I would say trade small. If you're green, if you're new, don't be trying to bottom fish. I can because I love it and I love risk. But if you've never seen a VIX like over 50 or anything, don't be shocked. Because when volatility goes up, it usually stays with good momentum. I don't know why I have Nike on here. Avgo, this is another kind of pump chip stock. Basically, all the popular stocks that you've heard about in the media, if they're semiconductor or AI, they basically have been pumped. And now they need to erase the whole pump. So where's the most pain right now in the market? And the chips, right? So like Avgo, NVIDIA, right? Those two specifically, because they just both did splits. So when a stock does a split, it gets all the media talks about it. So those are the stocks that will probably be the worst out of the group. And you can see AFCO basically gave back the whole earnings pump. But wherever there's the most pain, that's where it will get hit the hardest. So like GameStop back in the meme stock craze, AMC during the meme stock craze, those are the ones that usually get hit the most. Yeah, or you could just do SMH as your alternative to VIX up 50%. I'm surprised nothing's got halted yet. SQQ up 10%. What donkey sold it? I will say though, VIX calls don't really move. That's why I think the VIX is a real bad instrument to trade. I'd rather trade like SQQ or puts or something. So if you look at VIX, the September calls, it's up 50%. The September calls are up 100%, 150%. It's not a lot, right? August 200, 300%, that's okay. But not compared to, let's say you just did QQQ puts, you're up 200%, right? 150, 190%. I personally think SQQ, UVXY are better instruments. It's just they get wide. That's the only bad thing than the spot picks. Yeah, I used to do mostly UVXY. Gold at the lows here. It's very weird. Gold on the lows, right? All the flight to safety stocks are PM, Coca-Cola are all selling off. McDonald's on the highs. I would look for a bounce. I really would. I know the big Nvidia. I know listen, if we didn't have Nvidia, I would say big bounce. Everything's damn Nvidia though. Zion as a bank, screw that. But I would look for a bounce here. How much are Russell calls? The 208s for August are $5. Good Lord. All right, maybe not that. You know what I might do? Can we short some vol? Can we get a product to short some vol in? I don't think we can. I'm trying to think of a product to short some vol in. SVXY. Yeah, but I need it to be liquid. That's not liquid. Hmm. No, UVXY is not liquid. That's the problem right now. VXX isn't liquid either. I know, kind of crappy, huh? What can I buy SQQ puts? Or are they too jacked up? Mm, trying to think of a product to short vol. VIX puts, maybe? God, they're so expensive. VIX puts are implying a 50% move. You can't do that. Oh, I got an idea. Let's sell. Oh, they're wide too. Let's sell some. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to sell some Spider bull put credit spreads. Or I'm going to sell the Q. I'm going to sell some credit spreads in the Qs. Wow, look at everything how wide. Market makers do not want us to trade. I'm going to sell some credit spreads in if I could find anything, in the Spider. Wow, these are horrible spreads, gang. Trying to think what's the most liquid instrument to trade. I can't find anything liquid. Diamonds? No. I need penny wide. But even SPY is jacked. I know it's crazy to say that. The Russell's not bad. I'm going to try selling the Russell. Yeah, I'm going to try doing this. 205, 204, August 16th. I'm trying to sell the Russell August 16th, 205, 204 bull put credit spread. You think I've been trying to trade like a 10,000 lot. Well, you can't get filled in this market. 33 cents, maybe? All right. I sold it at 33 cents. So selling some vol here. I'll do one more, maybe at 35 cents if they fill me. So selling the Russell bull put credit spread. August 16, 2024, expiration 205, 204 for 35 net credit. So selling some vol. I think the market holds. Vol comes out the options. I would say like a VXX or something, but the markets are just too illiquid, sadly. I mean, it's crazy saying that, but the markets are too illiquid to trade. Little bounce here. Little bounce here. But yeah, super wide markets. So NVIDIA, nice $2 pop. That's why we don't short in the hole. Good job. Never short in the hole. I'll bottom fish in the hole to buy, but never short in the hole. Can I get more TKO, please? So sold the Russell bull put credit spread. Yeah, Apple on the highs. I wouldn't call it a tear. It's up $6. The implied move was about $9. So the calls are actually down in value. Yeah, calls are down about 60, 70%. Caesar calls. We love the casinos. Caesar down $6 in 2 days. Probably Carl Icahn. He's a big Caesars fan. Microsoft, some in the money calls. Nice little bet. AMD still not doing much. Russell, nice little bounce here. So all I'm looking for in the Russell 2000 is to stay above 205. That's it. Nothing fancy. Just stay above 205 between now and August. Apple is post earnings. I don't think you touch it. The reason why you don't buy Apple calls is volatility is going to continue to drop in Apple. So you can be right on Apple direction, but you'll lose money on the implied vol. So I don't think you want to touch Apple personally. Right. So what's going to happen, Apple, is after earnings, you see how volatility got crushed? Well, what's going to happen over these next few days in Apple is volatility is just going to come down. So if you buy calls, the stock could go up, and if it does, it's good, but the volatility in options will go down. So what you could do is you could sell like a bull put credit spread in Apple or do a call spread. That could be an alternative for that. It's just like buying calls. You could buy calls on a stock and it could go up, but your calls could be down money because volatility comes out the options. That's why I like doing like a credit spread here. So it doesn't matter. Or if you want to sell a bull put credit spread to finance a long call, that's another strategy one can do. You know what I mean? So you basically selling a bull put credit spread and then buying an upside call. So taking the net credit to help finance the net debit. And we call that a bull put, a limited bullish risk reversal is what it's called. Oh, good. I got an update on the penny scanner. And I got some TKO more. TKO, I will buy all of you. I got a 50 lot of TKO calls, and I'm trying to buy more. I got a 50 lot of TKO calls, trying to buy more here at 550. I have 50 TKO. I want to get to 150. The September calls are still $4. So I bought more TKO, the August 105s, and I want to buy more. So I got good news. TKO is World Wrestling Entertainment, the greatest stock of all time, Robert. The greatest company of all time. Why do I say that? Because what's the biggest trade? $28,698 in TKO this year. Price of a old car. An old used car. So I got good news. The penny option scanner is, let me read it word for word, should be developed just like this. Same format, same layout. Hopefully, we should be getting the data connected on Monday. So if you're in Diamond Club, you'll have the early sneak peek access. We still have to filter, go over all the filtering, because I'm suspecting like it's going to be 100 plus stuff right off the gate, like 100 names. So we're going to have to work on the filtering probably for the next couple days, so it doesn't get clogged up basically. But should, and again, I hate to make promises because these developers are iffy, but that's what I just got word. That's what I just got word. Because it was looking, and again, this has been 8 months now. It was looking weird, the formatting, and I just wanted it the easiest format to read. So it should be good. Hopefully Monday can get the raw data. Oh, wow. DJT. Yeah, DJT popping here. DJT popping here. DJT popping, volatility popping. Must be some news on it. Let me see if I could get it. I know they came out with some streaming stuff this morning. Yeah, City forecasts 125 basis point cut this year. I mean, I don't think the Fed, I think all the rate cut stuff is just chatter. Even if the Fed cut rates, what's going to happen to the markets? I don't know. Yeah, Trump media begins their TV streaming rollout. I don't think any of that stuff matters. Rate cuts, rate hikes. I don't think it matters. I think that's what they want you to think. But the real story is the chips. Everyone's crowded in the chips. They got to crush them. They got to reset the market. That's what I think the story is, personally. The market needs to reset. That's it. All the other stuff, rates, all that, I think that's just chatter. They want you to think, oh, it's the Fed. I just think they need to reset the Mag 7, get all the weak hands out, and then rip the market to the upside. And also, too, think about it. Everything's coming down in prices. The market hasn't. Cars, houses have all came down. The only thing that's held up is the stock market, right? So once the stock market liquidates, then they'll be good to go. Because that's what the the market needs to shake out the weekends. It's just like, remember during the whole meme stock craze, right? With GameStop back in the day, everyone was buying uh meme stocks. What was it, like AMC and all that jazz? Remember all those days where people were buying Doji coin and crypto crypto in the mom's basement coin and uh you know Tiger coin and eat coin and
Are you gonna launch your own coin?
Litecoin. Everyone was buying all that stuff when it was straight up. And then all those coins basically went down. Same with the meme stocks. I mean, AMC, well, they did all these splits to be fair, but like GameStop was, I think it was higher than 120. But, and then what happened after the NASDAQ crashed, right? So I just think we need a reset. That's it. All the permeable, everyone was a genius. Like I had a buddy, he was in his early 20s. He started a hedge fund, uh, mostly in all the ARK stocks. He started a hedge fund here, late 2020. So like up in here, it's like, yay. And then within a year, 2022, he was out. He shut down. And it was all those kind of ARK stocks. The geometrics, SE, like all these kind of stocks. I mean, SE was $300. Melly went from 2,000 to like 800. It was all those stocks that just like the Rokus, and obviously they never came back. Just like I don't think a lot of those crypto coins did. So they never came back. Yes, I will hold. If I have call options that get earnings events like Flywire and TKO, my goal is to hold them through the earnings. Right? That's the catalyst. If they go up like 50%, I'll trim. So like I had about a 50 lot of Flywire calls from about 85. They went up to $1.20 and $1.30, and I sold most of them. And then what I'm doing in Flywire now is, which I'm not going to get filled at 35 anymore, maybe 40, is I'm just trying to add to calls on the dips. So just like TKO, every day it goes down, I'll buy calls. Every day it goes up a lot, I'll buy puts. Look at Omax. Like Omax, every day the stock goes up, I'll buy puts. It's a penny stock. So, please note that. But anytime I buy puts on the pops, I buy more. Anytime I buy calls on the dips, I buy more. And it's been working out really good. Obviously, every day it's up, down, up, down. So when the market pops, I get to scale out. When the market drops, I get to buy more. And literally every day it's been up day, down day, up day, down day. So I don't have Jumia. I have like one contract. But I when I mentioned that post, if I mention something on Telegram, I'm not necessarily buying it, like that call spread. I just thought that day the Jumia options were juiced to the gills. But I think Jumia does get earnings. I might look at it ahead of earnings. Sometimes I'll buy one contract just to track, but probably will relook ahead of earnings. That Jumia trader is crazy. The August 9th calls, I mean, they're 70% out the money. And they made the market insane. So I don't know what they're smoking, but it has been a good stock before. We've caught some big gains in it. DJT still going. But yeah, it's a crazy stock. I don't know what PNSL is. Palantir? I don't I don't like Palantir here. Palantir, again, a lot of stocks too made their move. Like Palantir made its big move. I ain't owning it. What do they have earnings though next week? Monday? Ugh. Eh. I probably wouldn't touch it. We did see some puts today, but they were all out the money. Some next week 23 calls. Actually, and we also saw some next week 23 puts. I think that's a coin flip. I think if you want to buy Palantir, today's the day to do it, though. You get a 7% drop. I think it's a nice if you like it and you think it pops on earnings. Um, Again, you're kind of playing the market though, hoping stocks gap up over the weekend. How can a VIX be a put in the call? They could do a straddle. You could buy a put and a call as a straddle. Look how expensive the VIX puts are, though. So this is what we call a put skew. This is why insurance is more expensive. Was. So look at the VIX, the put skew. The VIX 29 calls are 240. Okay. The 29 puts are 975. That is the biggest put skew I have ever seen, just about. Why is that? Because the VIX historically is a decaying instrument. So when the VIX goes down again, you're not going to get paid on your puts because the market makers are jacking up the price so much. And since the VIX is a volatility product, when it goes up, vol goes up on the calls. When it goes down, vol will come down in the puts. So it's really a horrible instrument. I would say you can normally sell credit in it. It's just they're so wide, I don't think you'll get filled. But yeah, it's a horrible instrument. And then if you sell credit on it and it goes up, the volatility goes up. So kind of a poopy product. And then you can't trade VXX because they didn't allow you because the market's so wide. So you're kind of SOL to trade volatility products. Any other time, you'd be fine. But now, because there's vol, the market makers will not let you. So when people say it's a rigged game, oh, it is. Oh, it is, brother. Sadly. DJT still pumping. Morgan Stanley, some August calls here and the money calls. I don't hate this, actually. How much are they? I got to eat some food here in about 2 minutes. I'm going to dip. Morgan Stanley, August 95s. What do y'all think? I could take these for a flyer. 200K? Did they get earnings? No. I kind of like these Morgan Stanley calls. Retesting support. What do y'all think? It's just they are implying about a pretty big move in Morgan Stanley, huh? The break even is 98.40. What do y'all think of Morgan Stanley calls? Fly is the August 20s. What do y'all think of Morgan Stanley calls? We'll take a poll. I know my thoughts, but what are y'all's? Going once, going twice. Do we have a sold? Very bad chart. What does that mean? What does very bad chart mean? On a very bad chart, what do we like to do? Reverse. Yes. Bad chart means good buying opportunity. There we go. There we go. Bad chart, good buying opportunity. Exactly. Think of the contrarian, right? If you think it's a bad chart and everyone else thinks it's a bad chart, what's the best position probably to take? If everyone's bearish, the best position probably to take is bullish, right? So try to think in the contrarian point of view. Like today, you should be thinking, what can I buy? Not what should I sell? What can I buy? But I'm getting filled on more TKO here. Like this. This is an opportunity that I love in buying TKO here. I'm buying some TKO August 105s at 550. I love this here. And as much as I could get filled on, I'm going to keep buying, keep buying. Right? So try to think of that contrarian point of view. If it's a horrible chart, buy. Those calls are already up 15 cents. So I'm going to try to grab some. They're already up 15 cents. Stock just popped 30 cents. You see? So try to implement that. Rewire your brain to think if a stock is down, I want to buy. If a stock is up, I want to sell. Those calls just went from 325 to 350 already. Right? Micron, nice little bet here coming in. Bad chart, buy. Like Micron, prime example. Bad chart. Next week, 95 calls. Horrible chart, right down at support though. Right? Look at Morgan Stanley, 50-cent move already. So let's look at this one. Micron. Horrible chart, right? But where are we at? Support. Right? Right here at support. So we should be thinking, can I buy this Micron? Right? Why is this trader spending money buying it? So what I'm going to do with Micron is I'm going to sell some premium. I'm going to see if I can sell some premium Micron. So that's what we should be thinking. What can I do to be a contrarian? So like Micron, I just sold the next week 90.89 vertical, and I'm going to use that to buy a couple calls. Right? So Micron, what I did was I bought the next week 95 calls and I sold the 90.89 bull put credit spread. So hopefully a little education going a long way, right? Morgan Stanley, what a pop here. Wow. Morgan Stanley, nice 30-cent move. So remember, when you're trading Chipotle, I think I'm going to take another 1,000 off the table here. I don't know, Phil. Chipotle, I'm going to try to take another 800. Never mind. Off the table here. So when you're looking at stuff, I know the market's crazy. I get it. It could be scary. It could be doomsday and all that jazz. But try to think, what can I be doing to be a contrarian? Not if your opinion is, oh, it's bearish, then everyone else probably has the opinion that it's bearish too. So if everyone's leaning on one side, think, what can I do to play the opposite? And that's where you'll usually find the biggest moves in stocks. And I don't want to say the easiest money because it's not, right? It's very difficult. But that's where you're going to get those potential big trades. And that's what we see on earnings. All right, I sold some more CMG here. That's where you're going to get those big trades. Is when everyone's leaning on one side. Everything's right here on the scanner, gang. So all the trades, all I'm doing is copying the news flow scanner. I think we might have Scott on, so he might be able to, but everything is coming straight from the scanner. And if you need the scanner, there might be a link where you can get. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I can drop that.
Okay, thank you. But oh, good. They said Monday we should be able to have the penny option scanner. But always try to think in back of your mind. If everything looks bullish or everyone is bullish out there, if we're in euphoria, maybe that's the time to sell. When everyone's bearish, that might be a good time to buy. At least when trading the markets short term. So we're in extreme fear right now. Not saying we're just going to go to, extreme, not saying tomorrow we're just going to go right here and everything's going to be yay. But when there's a lot of fear, I want to be more of a buyer. When we're in greed, like a few weeks ago when everyone was long NVIDIA and, oh, NVIDIA is the best and the greatest stock of all time, that sparks a little light bulb and says, if everyone's long NVIDIA, should I be short? Should I avoid it? Do I really want to chase it up here? Right? Morgan Stanley, what a move. Wow. Calls are up about 15% already. So just try to get that mindset in of, I get it's a lot and I trade very, very crazy, but it's all calculated. And again, the more you see it, so if this is your first time seeing volatility in the markets, don't worry. Trade small or sit on the sidelines, but you'll start seeing more and more getting how market dynamics work. Speaking of Jumia, God, now y'all got me tempted to trade it. Jumia seeing I thought I just saw some Jumia hit. A very, very small amount of Jumia, I should say. About 83,000 in the August 12 calls. Yeah, so about a little Jumia August 12 call buyer here. What do y'all think of Jumia? Should we slam it or not? I'm 50-50. I kind of want to. Should we slam Jumia for earnings? All right, I'm gonna go with Marky. All right, I'm gonna do the same Jumia calls. I'm gonna try the 11s. Look, now some Bank of America calls coming in. All right, oh, I got filled in Jumia. All right, Jumia, I did the August monthly 11 calls at 165. Jumia, I did the August monthly 11s. Small lot, only 10. And I think I get earnings, right? Yeah, I get earnings. So Jumia, a little intraday buy signal. So Jumia will be a little earnings play. All right. Y'all got me. Whoever posted in the chat got me Jumia FOMO when you asked about it. You got me some Jumia FOMO. I can't go a day without looking at it now because of you. Oh, look, there. All right, there's Jumia. There it is. They must have bought more. I thought I saw this Jumia on the raw data, and there we go. Oh, Jumia. Can we send Jumia out? I just love.
Yeah, what product?
Let's do it for Shadow Trader. It is earnings.
Okay.
Oh man. I don't know why. I love that stock so much. I really do. Let me type this up. When it hits, there's something about it that I don't know what it is. It's just I don't know. I get on a Jumia kick. It's the worst stock ever. I think it's like a South African e-commerce. It sounds like a fraud. I mean, I would 99% say it's a fraud, but I love trading it. Oh God. And I don't know why. I really don't know why. It used to be a trade from back in the day. It used to be a mover back in the day. Damn, it's almost 11:20. Um, but I don't know what it is. But I don't know what it is about the stock. It used to be a big mover back in the day. And I don't know, it just made a resurgence. And I love it. I'm going to type this alert here. Market just took out the lows, or the SPOOs did. But that Jumio, it's just something about it. All right, let me do I have annual returns on trading accounts or six or maybe too personal of a question? I don't know from compliance if I'm allowed to show, but I will say this account, and I trade relatively small, is up about 27,500. And that's even with a little down day because of EB calls are down and down in UAL and OMAX. So yeah, I don't know if hopefully I'm allowed to show that, but and then obviously, I'm not trading size here. I wish I was able to, but not. Oh, you know what? I need to get my gate guy. My gate guy is here. Let me open it. Well, with TKO, it's different. Well, I got my gate guy here. I might have to go here. I might have to go here. My gate got my front gate is getting repaired. So I might have to bounce off here for a minute. Ah, what's 100 contracts between wrestling fans? At one point, I had so much shares of stock, Mark, in TKO when they had news with the whole Vince McMahon thing that at it was the week before the Royal Rumble. I made like 16,000 bucks in a few hours in it. And that was in common stock. Um, and then I went to the Royal Rumble here in Tampa. So it's just the best stock ever. If it misses earnings and goes down or just doesn't have a reaction on earnings, you already know I'm just going to load up, you know? But yeah, I like it a lot. All right. We're going to wrap it up here, gang. Let's get a big squeeze in hopefully the markets in general. And have fun. We'll do a lot more education upcoming. I just wanted to go on live today because the markets were big gap down, and well, I like stepping in front of freight trains and not reading slide decks. So anytime I can, I will. Probably sold stuff a lot too early today, but Amazon, a little bounce here. But that's, reality. AMD is green. Wow, look at AMD. Nice little bounce here in AMD. Hopefully Micron follows. AMD, look at that move. I was going to say yesterday, if Intel sells off on earnings, AMD should be up because usually AMD moves inverse of Intel. But that AMD buyer was a big long-term play. The March buyer. It's a nice long-term bet. Where will the markets go? I don't know. You have so much news over the weekend, especially with everything going on in the Middle East. But I will say we are getting earnings out the door. So no more earnings to be dependent on. So that will be good. And hopefully market volatility, hopefully it will stays up because it's fun. But we will be here every step of the way to hold your hand. And then next week, hopefully, no promises. Oh, hopefully, we can get the penny option scanner up and running. They told me we should have the data from the exchange on Monday. So, yeah, basically, we'll wait and see. But it has been a long time, to say the least, of trying to get it working. So, hopefully, we can finally have it showcased for everyone. All right, let me go. Hopefully Monday or Tuesday. Yes, I'll be around pretty much all day for the afternoon for wiretap. Literally, all I'm going to do right now is just go take the golf cart to the front gate to see why the what's wrong with the gate. That's it. I haven't even checked my emails or anything. Weekly income opportunity. If I get another email about income, I'm going to lose my shirt. It's finally ready. The penny option scanner. Oh,
They told you before me. Oh,
well,
come
no, I just got. Apparently, I sent an email at 9:37 about it. I don't even have it. Oh God, I swear the marketing people are hilarious.
guys, the
Um,
penny option scanner is its own thing, so it's not going to be added to a service.
no, the penny option scanner is completely new. And when I say that, we don't even have it. I have the raw data, which is a mess. I mean, it looks. I have to sort through like 10,000 lines just to pull the data out. Um, so hopefully we'll be showcased like this on Monday or Tuesday, and then available. So again, that is a wishful thinking, but I'm I'm told, and apparently the marketing people are already sending emails. I was told by the
Working
developer
on
like
that
a
as
few
well.
minutes ago, um, they should have it Monday. So yeah, fingers crossed. I will let you know on Monday or whenever I hear anything. We will cover it. What was Selena's question? If I missed your question, I haven't really been looking at the chat. Not gonna lie. Well, did I miss someone's question? If so, just repost it. Do I have any weekend plans? No, not really. Maybe go eat a burger. Oh man, Flywire popping.
Wires happened this
No.
week.
Why? No. Oh, they're selling. Damn it. Flywire getting sold. Flywire considers sale after interest in name. Damn it. I wasn't able to add to calls. I'm going to sell some here though. Damn it. Flywire considers sale. Damn it. Why didn't I get filled? Look at my 20 lot sitting here. So that's what I mean, gang. Buy the dips, sell the rips. Damn it. Oh, dang it. That's what I'm saying. If a stock has the open interest after those big call buyers, they bought 5,000 calls, like maybe they announce it after earnings. Dang it. I wish I would have added to those calls. I had a prime opportunity to add to calls. Dang it. So again, most people say use a stop loss. It's down 50%. I say buy more. Yeah, you don't know, Sylvia. You never really know. Just like you don't know if I own a position in Apple stock, you never really know. Because you never know a trader stock position, right? So I could be short, let's say, uh, Micron stock and buying calls. Maybe I'm short Micron stock from 3 days ago or a year ago. You never know someone's stock position. So you never fully know that. But I will say it is less most people are long stock, not short stock. You know what I mean? EB will probably go to zero Just full transparency. Those out the money calls. Like EB, they might have short stock and bought calls. That's what I think happened. And it's a penny stock. So penny stocks are usually a little bit more crazy, you know. But all right, let me go. Adios. Hasta luego. All that jazz. Goodbye. Goodbye.